Hi guys, so if you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of the game Coddle Island and I haven't played it for quite some time, but I've recently gotten right back into it after the 1.3 update, which was a big deal by the way, major deal. And I've been playing it non-stop for the past 2 weeks. I'm genuinely addicted, it's all I've been doing. I think it's actually becoming a problem, like it's all I can think about, and that's why I just need to talk about this game so I can get it off my mind because like I have things to do, but all I'm doing is playing that damn game. So I'm here to talk about it. So this isn't be a rant because I have many thoughts, many things to say. None of it is important, but I have things to say, okay? Also, this will not be me bashing the game in any way. I genuinely I love this game so much I cannot even put it into words. This is me complaining about specific characters and storylines because everybody's getting on my last nerve right now. I'm actually up to a level right now. So it's just gonna be me talking shit about some people on this damn island in this damn town, okay? But I will say I'm not done with the game. I'm actually on my second save right now. I played one save 2 years ago and I played that for quite some time, but now I started again because of the 1.3 update, and I'll get to why I started a separate save for this. It's important, guys. So I'm not done yet. I think I'm rank B right now. And I'm really trying to grind to rank A, but I cannot tell you how long these temple offerings took me because I'm an idiot. I think we will get to my deficiencies in this game because I am not good at this game despite how much I love it. I'm not good at this game, but that is a separate thing. That's not even the crux of my issue here. This video is going to be a bit all over the place because I just have thoughts that I want to get off my chest. So do not expect anything really substantial, okay? This is not a video essay. I do not have coherent thoughts. I'm going to just be talking out of my ass. So I apologize. But first things first, let's talk about our story here, okay? Starlet Town on Coddle Island. First of all, I love islands. If you watch my Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra video, you know I love anything tropical. I love islands. So of course, I love Coddle Island. And I was so excited. Now let me just talk about this for a moment. The town is beautiful. The town is amazing. I love the town. The people in the town, some are evil spirits that I cannot stand. Am I jealous of some of them? Of course I am. But me and the town, sometimes we don't get along. I've beef with Starlet Town, I do. Because let's just start at the start, okay? We have the museum, okay? I'm gonna talk about my main op right now. We have the museum, right? I get to Starlet Town. Museum's empty, right? So then we have my mortal enemy, Scott. I hate Scott so bad, and let me tell you why. Scott is in charge of the museum. The museum's empty because of the oil spill, and we'll get to pufferfish in a moment. Make no mistake, we'll get to pufferfish. But Scott wants to rebuild the museum. Keep in mind, I just inherited a farm. I'm busy. I'm really busy. But Scott is like, no, we need to do a Kickstarter campaign to get this museum up and going. Can you help me with it? Can you make these donations? Keep in mind, this is early game, okay? I need to go into the caverns to do this shit. My farm is not up and running yet. I have things to do. I take time out of my day to help Scott with this museum, okay? I sacrifice some temple offerings just to offer to Scott at the museum. Do you know why? Because I wanted to get that off my quest situation, and the temple offerings also take so long, but I love the temple offering situation. It adds longevity to the game, but I like to finish things quick, okay? So I'm sacrificing my stuff for Scott. And then when the museum thing happens, Scott says thank you, but it very much feels like I'm the only one doing anything, and it's the vibe I'm getting is we did it. Who's we? Because I be in those mines. Scott will sometimes be outside of the mine, dusting for I don't know what in the cavern lobby, and it's what are you dusting for? Because if I walk into this museum, everything in this museum is stuff I did. Scott, this is my museum. The thing is, I'm not even being narcissistic about it, but don't be calling it our museum or we did this. I did this. I did this. I even pressed the button to start the campaign. Yes, I did. So why are we saying we when all you did was upload a few pictures and type a little thing on a computer? We didn't do anything. I did it. The Kickstarter like supporters, the fundraisers, only gave money to our town museum because of the stuff I donated. Gracefully donated. And you know what? Scott is problematic too. Do you know why? Because Scott hangs around with his best friends Pablo and Luke. Now, Luke, I don't have many problems with. Do I have problems with Luke's father? Yes, I do. But Pablo is also one of my mortal enemies. Pablo, I have a long history with Pablo. Pablo, my ex-boyfriend. Pablo, okay? Me and Pablo, we go way back. And I know what you're thinking, Zakia, it's just a game. Don't get so into it. Why are you so upset? This is my life. It's been my life for many hours in these past 2 weeks. And back when I played it for the first time, it took over my life for an entire 2 months, okay? This is real to me. And it's very important that we all understand that this is real to me, and please affirm my delusions, okay? Now let me talk about Pablo for a moment, okay? I will get to my relationship with Pablo in a moment. First, I want to talk about how the town treats Pablo, because I think the hype and respect Pablo gets is what I deserve, what we as the farmer deserve, because this is getting ridiculous. Keep in mind, let's keep this in mind. We fund the museum. The museum would not have been funded if not for our contributions. Everything in that museum comes from hard work that we as the farmer did, okay? Nothing from Scott. And I'll get to Zarah in a I'll get to Zarah in a moment. I really will get to her, because that's also another thing. We contribute to this town on a scale that is incomparable to anybody else's contributions in this town, okay? Sam's grocery store, and I'll also talk about Sam in a moment. Sam's grocery store fully stocked with our shit. People were paying for imported goods that were probably more expensive and probably less fresh, okay? If not for us, they wouldn't have local produce, okay? So we did that. We also, well, do they know we clean the ocean? I think there's like Ling kind of references that we're the one who cleaned the ocean, but regardless, we did clean the ocean, okay? I was kind of mad that like nobody was like acknowledging that we cleaned the ocean, okay? Like on land, in Starlet town. I'll get to Merfolk Kingdom, that's a whole separate thing. But we do so much for this town, and me personally, I go to every town event, even when it's inconvenient. Just today I went to the tree planting thing, and I'm already in year 2. I don't need to go again, but I did for my town. I took time. I was busy that day. I had things to do that day, but I said no. Starlet town needs me. I'm gonna go plant some trees with my neighbors, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. And the thing is, when I go up there, Mayor Connor, like the vibe I get is people are always surprised to see us participating. And it's weird because everything I do is for this damn town. And I'm talking about Pablo in a moment, because whenever something happens, whenever everybody's always like, Pablo's so kind. Pablo did this for me. Pablo did that for me. This town would be nothing without Pablo. He's just always ready to help. And me? This town... oh, Pablo helped you carry your bags? You probably wouldn't have anything in that bag if not for what I've done for this island. Paul forgets his wife's birthday. I get an green tea. Okay? I'm always helping people out, even when I don't need to. I was down on my luck. I was broke. Millie still mails me asking for osmium kelp essence. Millie, do you know how expensive that shit is? It's not actually expensive. It just takes a long time to process. And I'm busy doing other shit. But you know what? I still do it. I still do it for my neighbors. And all I get is like 100 coins. I don't care about the coins. I want some dialogue where all of you are like, wow, Zakia, thank you for literally everything you've done for this island. This island would be dead without you. Pufferfish would have bought over this. I actually don't know. You know what? Maybe I should have maybe I should have finished the game first before I decided to make this video, because I have no idea what's gonna happen with the pufferfish storyline, and I will be shocked and amazed when it happens. So I actually just got there today, like I reached rank 8 today, and notice how, first of all, Karen's leaving and pufferfish seems to be closing down. Notice how Karen is the only one to call me the town hero. Like, that's all I wanted, and how is it that it comes from Karen and not any of you other bitches? Like, I just don't understand. Like, why is she one of the only people who has my back right now? Like, I know she's saying it in a condescending way, but it's like, that's just all I needed, guys. That's just all I needed. Was that so hard to do? I'm sorry for all of these add-ons, but this is my moment. This is my moment. Maya Connor finally thanking me for what I've done. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. Am I still mad that it took so long to get here? Yes. But finally, I'm getting the recognition I deserve. This is big news, guys. This is big news. Regardless, if Pablo gets praised one more time by this damn town for doing the most mediocre things that does not even compare to what I've done for this, why is he considered a town hero? He's not the town hero. He just helps people out sometimes. I'm the town hero. Where's my respect? And then everybody gets to enjoy everything that I've done, and nobody cares that I'm the one who did it. Also, if we're talking about Pablo, his brother's so much kinder. But Pablo, let's go to my history with Pablo. 2 years ago, when I started playing the game. When I first saw Pablo, I knew immediately. That's the love of my life. That's the love of my life. And I aggressively pursued him until the cracks started showing. Do you know what happened? So, you know when Karen from Pufferfish announces that she is running to be mayor of Starlet Town, and then they go around passing flyers, then after they go talk to Pablo, there is a dialogue option that happens where if you talk to Pablo afterwards, like right afterwards, he says something about like, oh, Karen's the worst, but the assistant Raina's kind of fine. Something like that. Keep in mind, I was dating Pablo at this time. I was already with this man, and he's talking about another woman. Are we... what? And then, afterwards I find out, Charles, the doctor with allergies, he was engaged to a woman, Brooke. They broke off the engagement because Brooke cheated on Charles with none other than Pablo. And we know this because we find Brooke's bra in Pablo's room. And it's been how long? And he still has it. He kept it. And in that moment I knew this man is not for me. He's trifling. He's gonna cheat on me next. So do you know what I did? I dated his brother Raphael. But keep in mind, this was like 2 years ago. They did not have the jealousy update yet. The jealousy update just came out. So I was dating everybody because I was so keep in mind, jealousy update did not exist, so my actions had no consequences, but in my heart, I was doing it to get back at Pablo. In the game, Pablo did not care. But I don't know what it's like to date Pablo now with the jealousy system, because it's funny that he could even get jealous, because he's a trifling ass man on his own. So what's there to be jealous about? Did you not break up an engagement, Pablo? Also, Pablo and Raphael's parents need to get their shit together and stop mistreating Raphael. What is wrong with you lot? Genuinely, what is wrong with you lot? But I think in the first game, I ended up marrying Kenny. Kenny's just a nice guy. I find it funny that he has a southern, like, he's written to have a southern accent, but neither of his parents have it. That makes me giggle every time. But anyway, fuck Pablo. Ruined my life. I truly think of him as a real ex. Like, Pablo broke my heart. That man took years of my life, okay? So in this one, I'm really like avoiding him, and I actually no, wait, I'll talk about the Merfolk in a second. First I want to get through the town. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I just have so much to say. I always do. But anyway, I will say there's only like 2 people in this town who really care for me, and that is Ling from the lab, you know the long lost sister of like the Merfolk Kingdom. Ling, she actually is the only one who acknowledges how hard I work, and I really respect her for that. But I will say, maybe this happens in the future, I don't know, because I'm not like there yet. But like Ling constantly talking about, oh, I wish I could go down there, like underwater. I wish I could see them again. Why don't you? I don't get it. Why don't you? Not the point though. I also hate Ling's stepdaughter Leah. I don't like mean characters, and I don't like it. I don't care if you're snarky and whatever. Because the first time I met Leah, she said some shit like, oh, you're the new farmer? Yeah, it looks like it. Or something like that. And that just pissed me off because it's like, who are you? Your parents are some of the nicest people in town. Why are you such a bitch? Like, Leah? No. No. Don't start with me. I deal with enough. The thing is, these people in the town, they really don't understand how much we go through. I be almost dying in the caverns. I be working my ass off, especially when I was cleaning the ocean. I be putting in full day's work every day cleaning the ocean. Full bags of dirt in my inventory. And then Leah talking about some, oh, is that really what you're wearing? Like bullshit like that. And it's like, you people do nothing all day, and then afterwards you'll turn around and be like, thank you, Pablo, for everything. Pablo held my osmium pickaxe hostage for 5 days. He is not working hard enough. Okay, that's what I think. Maybe you should stop helping old ladies with their bags and start finishing my upgrades faster. That's what I think should happen. But anyway, the other person who really respects me and values my contributions is Sam, who runs the shop. I feel like he's really grateful to have my produce. And I'm glad because I work hard on it and nobody understands how hard I work on it besides Sam. Sam always, there's multiple cutscenes. Sam thanks you for all that you've done. And it's like, exactly, this is all I'm asking for. This is all I'm asking for, and some of you bitches just can't give that to me, and I don't understand why. I work so hard, and none of you can say anything nice. I would love to understand the situation here. I do just want to like intervene to just mention some random things that I really love about this game, because there's so much I genuinely do love about this game, and I don't want to like forget it. First of all, so much diversity, not to be the most woke person again, but I do this in every video, I'm sorry, but like I really so diverse. I love Coral Island, man, and it's just so good, and everybody has their own distinct personalities, which I find is difficult in these games, not to compare to other games, but I feel like in the farming simulator genre, first of all, I played Stardew Valley first. And a lot of people like will look down on Coral Island as like just like a Stardew Valley knockoff. And I really, my personal opinion, and I'm not even ashamed to say it, I think Coral Island bodies Stardew Valley in every way. Not in the way that Stardew Valley is a bad game. I think it's a brilliant game, obviously. But I feel like Coral Island adapts the concept so well all of the improvements are so good. Like there's a lot of quality of life improvements. I think it's like small things. I don't know how to explain. Like I hate, this is a personal preference, I hate killing the monsters in mines. I find mining stressful already because I'm like a weak bitch. I'm sorry. I hate mining in general because something about mines in games feel very claustrophobic to me, and it freaks me out, and I'm just there to do what I need to and then I leave. And in Stardew Valley, the monsters, like especially at the lower levels or like at the like Savannah Desert section, I forgot what it's called, the monsters there would scare the shit out of me. I was terrified and I didn't want to do it, and it was just too much for me. So even having the option in Coral Island to just toggle like aggressive monsters off is life-changing to me. I think that's what like got me hooked on the game in the first place, because I was like, wait, this is just so much better. Even like changing time speeds, that's some good shit. I love that so much, and I like the environmentalist aspect of Coral Island. I think it's really great. Like I love this game so much, and like I feel like the storyline between the giants and the Merfolk Kingdom and all of it tying together is so well done, and I feel like I'm never bored playing it. There's never a moment where I'm like, oh, I have nothing to do. And I play this game a unhealthy amount. And I heard you thinking, Zagia, you say you played so much but you only rank B. Because I'm bad at this game. I'm bad at this game. And you know what? I follow Coddle Island on on Instagram, and like often they'll post like pictures on their story of people's farms and their layouts, and it pisses me off so bad because I don't know how people are doing that. How are people have such nice layouts, such neat layouts, and mine is ugly no matter what I do. I think I didn't even finish cleaning up my farm. There's still like a whole section that's unclean because I'm overwhelmed. There's too much to do in every day. I don't have time to be doing all of it. You see, this is my thing. I don't have time to clean up my farm, and I still go to the tree planting festival, to all of these things, and I still make sure to show up for my community, and everybody's still shocked to see me, as if I'm not there at every single one. And everybody's still acting like I don't contribute to this town when that is all I do. I can't even clean up my own farm because I'm too focused on improving this place for you bitches. Y'all don't even know the goddess. I've met her on multiple occasions. I could call her up right now. But no, nobody acknowledges what I do except for Sam, Ling, and the goddess. And I'll get to the giants and the merfolk in a moment. But you see, I blame Starlet Town for the reason my farm is ugly, and my house is even uglier because I tried to start decorating it and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm overwhelmed because I started decorating my house the same time that I got the Merfolk farm. So I was really like everywhere all at once and I was worried and I was stressed out. So my farm's ugly. Everything in my game is ugly. I only brought clothes now because I was overwhelmed. I was really overwhelmed. But the game is so good. I love it so much. Even like the small things like Randy having like it's not the prosthetic arm, like a bionic arm or whatever. I love Suki's stretch marks. Raj being non-binary. Like what a great time we are having here, guys. What a great time we are having. And also the kids are so cute and they all have their distinct personalities, except Valentina once told me that like I smell like bugs or something, which pissed me off. But it's like at that time I was still with Pablo, I was part of a family. Guys, let's not bring up my past. But I will say I started this new save because when 1.3 was announced, they also announced something else. 2 new datables. Now I'm not talking about Reina because I have beef with her after the Pablo thing. Obviously I'm talking about Agung. Stop. Literally stop. I was obviously very excited about this because ever since I went to the Merfolk Kingdom, I was obsessed with him. And back then I was really upset that you could not be with this man. Because to me, he's like the most perfect fish ever. And I'm not even a mermaid fan. In the real life, I'm terrified of the ocean, and usually in games, I'm petrified of the ocean. Like, The Sims 3 is, I think, one of the greatest games of all time, and I love the Island Paradise expansion pack because it's an island. Guys, I just said I love tropical stuff, but I'm terrified of the ocean. My Sims will never go scuba diving because I cannot even look at the ocean in a video game because it's genuinely terrifying to me. But in Coral Island, for some reason, the ocean's really comforting. I love the art style. Everything is just so nice. However, the dark roots, when it used to move under the water, that used to freak me out so bad. But I love the Merfolk Kingdom, and let me tell you why. When I cleaned the ocean, they celebrated me. They thanked me. They said, we couldn't have done this without you. Even now with the orchestra points, you are saving the ocean. Thank you for fixing the orchestra point. Like, everybody's a lot happier now that you're here. Thank you for doing so much for us. That's all I asked for. That's what I'm talking about, guys. This is all I asked for. Was that so hard? Why can't Starlet Town be doing this stuff? Because I really be putting in hours. None of you people are doing this, and this is what I was trying to say earlier. Zarah is like an adventurer. We see her by the beach sometimes. She has you would think she's doing adventures, and she said something about scuba diving, or like there's some hints that she be diving sometimes, but it's like, is she though? Because I feel about her like how I feel about Scott, because it's like, I be diving, I clean the whole ocean, I didn't see you there once. That's the crazy thing, Zarah. I didn't see you there once. I cleaned every piece of trash from this ocean floor, and not once did I catch a glimpse of you. So it's like, do we just have different schedules? But that's not possible, because like I said, I spent every hour in that ocean. I didn't see her once. So it's like, I'm genuinely doing everything. Nobody's helping me. Once again, Scott never contributes to the museum, yet he's always seen dusting stuff. For what? For what? Simply for what? Because I didn't see any of your stuff in the museum. But anyway, Merfolk people, the Merfolk, they really appreciate what I do. And in that moment when they were holding that celebration for me, I was truly like, wow, I belong here. Not with those assholes above land. Unfortunately, I will never leave above land because I have a cat, and my cattle and all of like the animals are really important to me, so I'll never leave. Okay, but the Merfolk, they just get me and they respect me. And Agung, wow. Now that he's dateable, changed my life. However, I will say, he is so difficult to be with. Since the start of the game, have been trying my hardest to get him to like me, and only now I'm still 2 hearts away from the locked hearts. It is taking so much time. The amount of shells I have given this man, and it's the same shell every time, so I don't know why he's still so impressed. But it's like, I'm really fighting for my life here. And the other day he just called me bestie, and I wanted to cry. Because it's like, I don't even have time to do the things that I need to do, but I come all the way to find you, to just talk to you for one moment, just for you to call me bestie. It's just sick. And the fact that now, after the Merfolk expedition, I can hang out with Denali, Princess Merenjani, Semeru, but I can't hang out with Agung. Why? Why can't I hang out with him? Why does he hate me? Why doesn't he love me? I started this whole separate save just for him, and he still doesn't love me, and I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. This game is messing with my mind. It's messing with my mind. But I love the Merfolk Kingdom so much, and I think I just belong there, because nobody gets me like they get me. And even Starlet Town, number 1. When Nina came back, I don't even dislike Nina, but I do feel a kind of like hatred towards her out of pure envy. You know how Leah thinks that everybody must be jealous of her because like she's amazing or something? No. The only one I'm jealous of is Nina. Nina pissed me off so bad indirectly, because when she came back, I've never seen Lily excited before in my life. Lily's so excited to see her. Everybody's like, oh, Nina's back. Oh, Nina, we missed you so much. Hey, I'm new too. I mean, I used to live here just like Nina. I also came back. Why is everybody more excited to see Nina than they are to see me? The Starlet Town savior. I am the Starlet Town savior. But everybody's like, oh my god, Nina's back. I'm back too. The only one who cared was Suki and Alice. And shout out to Suki and Alice. But it's like, where's the hype for me? Where was the whole, like, nobody came to run to me and be like, oh, Zach, you're back, except for Mayor Connor, who shout out to Mayor Connor. He's a good guy. I respect him because he's just chill, but I don't respect him as I would respect the mayor, because once again, actually no, he runs those festivals like the Navy. I was gonna say, what does he really do? He loves a good festival. He loves a good festival, and I'll tell you, those festivals are a good time. The mini games at the festivals are so fun to me, and I take that shit seriously. You should have seen me at the winter festival or whatever. I took trivia so seriously. I had the best time. And shout out to Mayor Connor, because he be organizing all that. Yes, he does. But the thing is, I would have also liked a festival for when I arrived. I would have liked a festival for every time I rank this town up, because the town is only ranking up because of me. I'm single-handedly saving this town. I put my neck out to fish in that dark cove in the deep forest where I can't see anything when I try to go home at night. I work my ass off just for everybody to be like, oh, Nina's back. What has Nina done for you that I haven't done? What does Nina contribute that I can't? Is it just that she's a nice person to be around and I'm bitter? Am I not enough for you, Starlet Town? Am I not enough for you, Starlet Town? Because ask everybody. I worked super hard. I brought the giants back together. I just finished the giant thing literally 30 minutes ago. Like, I just did it. And I reunited this family. And the giants are, by the way, the giants are so precious to me. I love the giants so much. I've never seen anything cuter in my life. The whole them dressing up as a person named Handsome so that they can go to the town stuff is so good to me. I love that shit so much, but I wish all of them were there, like actually there, and I wish other people could see them because they really are like the absolute cutest. And I'm glad that I sorted their shit out. I will say I do have slight beef with the giants, not because they did anything, but a few quests ago they gave me the architect's table. And I was so excited because I was like, oh, I'm gonna make sure my farm looks great, which it still doesn't. And let me tell you why. They give me the architect's table, and then I saved the game. And then when I went back into the game, the table's gone. I don't have the crafting recipe, and I'm never gonna get it back. It just glitched out so bad, and I can't find anybody who had a similar experience anyway. And you know what? It wasn't big enough for me to like go back to old saves because my old saves was like 2 in-game days ago, and I wasn't gonna do all that. It's fine, but I use that as an excuse for why my farm looks ugly, even though that's not a real excuse because my farm being ugly, like it has nothing to do with that architect's table. But still, I would like to say, oh, I can't do this. The architect table like ruined it, but that's not true. But anyway, I love the giants, and it was great during the Merfolk expedition when the Merfolk got to meet with the giants and they got to like, have a good time together. I love that shit so much. And you know what I will say? Scott is an idiot. I was new to the town and I found out all of this stuff. You supposedly been here running the museum, but you don't know shit that like the giants are real. Everybody acts like the Merfolk and the giants and whatever are like rumors, and the goddess is like a rumor. And it's like, you have been here for so long. I'm sorry, would Nina know this? Would the giants have chosen Nina to save them? Would the Merfolk have chosen Nina to save them? No, I didn't think so. They chose me. And if the town won't welcome me with open arms, at least the giants and the Merfolk do, okay? They can have Nina if they want to have Nina. You just take Nina then. Oh, Nina's so great. I don't care. I'm not buttered about this. It's just like I spend so many hours working this farm, and Agung don't want me. Pablo cheated on me in a past life. I just know it. It's just like, and then I just go back to sleep at night with my cat. And it's like, who really wants me around is the thing. Who really wants me around? Because it's like, I work so hard for what? For what? I should just sit and let my crops rot. And everybody can feel what it's like to not have anything. Because that's me. But anyway, the giants, I love their little storylines, but I wish like there was more to do in the giant section, because maybe it will come in the future, I don't know. But like the Merfolk, they have a whole thing going on, but the giants you don't really spend a lot of time with, because there's not much to do. But I don't know what you would be able to do with them, because it's not like they're going to give you a third farm. That's just too much work. I'm already overwhelmed with the 2 farms. So I kind of get it. But I also wish after the Merfolk expedition, all of the Merfolk could come like, on holidays or whatever to the land, because I think that would be fun. And maybe I just want to hang out with Agung. Like, maybe that's just what I want. But yeah, Cuddle Island is a absolute masterpiece. Actually, no, wait, I'm not done. I almost forgot my other mortal enemy, freaking Walter, dude. Walter from the vineyard. Walter treats me like I am so dirt poor, and like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, and he owns a vineyard. Walter, I've been to your vineyard. I can see how much grapes you guys are growing. Also, if you lot are the ones supplying the wine at the tavern, girl, I'm not worried. Girl, I'm not fussed. Because I clearly have a higher standard than you do, sir. So you make your wine or whatever, and you notice how his wine is not osmium quality. Notice that. Because what's crazy, Walter, is it's my second year, spring in my second year, and I have osmium wine. So it's crazy how you be running your mouth. You be running your mouth, but your wine's not even osmium. Crazy how that works. Crazy. So everybody wants to run their mouth, but I make more in a day than you do in a month. Right. Yeah. Because, Leah and all of that type of people on this island, they love to talk down to me, but it's like, what's your highest earning day? Because I be making big money, and they don't know that I just got my hands on my first production of cactus mead. They don't know what's gonna hit them. Because when that goes into my shipping box, oh, it's over. I'm buying the vineyard. I'm buying the whole town. Because once that cactus mead hits the shelves, oh my, that's what I'm saying. Walter be running his mouth about his damn wine. Not even osmium, not even a bronze quality. Just base value. And he's running his mouth to me, who just got their hands on cactus meat. I don't make the rules, but it's like, I think somebody needs to bow down. And it's not me. So that's my thoughts. I think if I make a heat list on Coral Island, I think number 1 would be Walter, then Scott, then Pablo, then... Now you see, Leah is just irritating. I just wouldn't put her there, and you know what? Those are my top 3. And I don't even hate them. Because sometimes when I see Pablo, I'm like, oh, what could have been? But we just can't. No, Pablo, we can't. I'm with Agung now, even though he doesn't want me. And all of that stuff, okay? I'm very delusional about this game. But I will say, I really do think Coral Island is the best out of that genre, because I don't know why it's so special to me, but it really, all of the differences between Coral Island and some of the other games, I just think Coral Island comes out on top always. I will say I played Fields of Mysteria, and I did not like that game. Fields of Mysteria was too similar to Stardew Valley, and all of the differences were just not fun for me. I found it very baseline, and I feel like Coral Island has so much other stuff going on that it really it's a whole different thing, and I played I don't know which Harvest Moon I played, but Harvest Moon's cool too, but Coral Island is just its own thing entirely, and you can tell the people making the game really love making the game. Even I know it was funded on Kickstarter, so the fact that the whole museum was built on a Kickstarter campaign, and there's the founders, all that shit is so cool. And the game's focus on environmentalism is really cool, especially in today's time where so many games are using generative AI, which, by the way, this is a side note, my last Road to Empress 2 video, I put it in the description, but I only realized after they use so much generative AI in the game, and I'm so mad I made a video on it, because if I had known that before I made the video, I wouldn't have made the video, But anyway, Coral Island is so goated, and I will continue to be obsessed with it. I just needed to get this off my chest, okay? This video is such a nonsense video, but I just had things to say. But anyways, guys, that's all. You should subscribe or or something if you want to. But I'll see you another time. I don't know what I'm gonna do next time, because I never know what I'm gonna do. But anyways, bye.